Hi guys, it's Ryan here with Sigma Survival, and today's video is about items that can help you improvise water containers when you're in a survival situation, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so a bottle like this, a Pepsi Max bottle, it's 2 litres in size. These types of bottles, they're everywhere. They wash up on shorelines, you find them on riverbanks, you find them in the woods where people have left them, and in urban areas they're everywhere. It's not just bottles like these though, it's glass bottles, beer bottles, aluminium cans, things like this. They're useful water containers, aren't they? So I'm going to show you some ways of cheaply utilising these to your best advantage to carry water. It's going to be super important for a lot of people to be able to carry water to and from their camp or on the go. The more water you can carry, the better sometimes, depending on, what circumstances you're in. So a bottle like this can be a nightmare to carry inside a pack when you've got your bag's just full of stuff, or you don't have the means, or you don't have a backpack. Let me show you how I think you can get around this. Okay guys, these things right here, I brought these on Temu recently. They cost me, I think it was about 35p each. So that's nothing for what they are. I've got 6 of these, including one that I already own. Essentially the idea is that you're going to find plastic bottles of varying sizes, probably, varying makes. And you're going to be able to collect water from a source, or even carry it from your camp to somewhere else. And you're going to be able to fasten it in place once it's full with this thing, if I can get it on. Right, now that's on there, and basically you can have 5 or 6 of these on your belt line. They normally only cost about £2 each, so it's not breaking the bank. If you buy 5 of them, you've spent £10. If you've got 2 litre bottles and you've got 5 of them, you're carrying like 10 litres of water then, aren't you? So just on your belt line, so that's to and from a water source. Instead of going back and forth and burning loads of calories because you're constantly walking back and forth, you can save time, you can save energy, you can get all your water at once, and you can collect it and bring it back. These things are everywhere. You only have to watch Bear Grylls The Island, or if you've travelled a little bit like I have around the world, you'll see that these wash up everywhere on shorelines. So another improvised use of this, I don't know how well it would hold, but if these are just full of air, you might be able to create a bit of a flotation device around your waist. I'm not betting on that until I try it out, but it could work, who knows. Okay, another thing I brought recently, I've kept them in the packaging just for the sake of ease of carrying them, keeping them all together. But I've got these here, these are little caps. So these little caps here, let me get that in focus. They essentially fit onto an aluminium can and they seal it. The ability to seal an aluminium can, especially after maybe you've just boiled water in it, it's going to keep that water safe. It's going to keep it from getting further contaminated, from things dropping in it and whatnot. So a really good bit of kit to have, and they weigh nothing. And I believe I've got 5 of them in here. And they're various colours as well, which is good. I like colour-coded things. It means that I know that the white one has been used. I know that the red one is still half full and the black one is full. Things like that, do you know what I mean? Glass bottles as well. These are silicone caps for beer bottles. They'll work on beer bottles, probably soda bottles as well that you find. These also wash up on shorelines and riverbanks. People leave them in bins and all sorts. Yet again, colour-coded, so I can pick and choose which one's what. It's good if I'm making sort of like herbal remedies and I need to differentiate what they are, because the bottles are all brown or green. So I know that the blue cap has got cleavers in it, whereas the green cap's got plantain infused water, etc, etc, guys. I'm going to show you how this works in a minute, just to see how well they seal. But just another item that's really useful, and it was cheap. It weighs nothing, it fits into my pockets easily enough. Improvised water containers, guys. Another thing that I've got is a funnel. This can be used in sync with any bottle that I want to fill, basically. Like, let's say I've tapped a tree for its sap, like a birch tree, I can essentially, you know, run it straight into the bottle. Maybe I've found a crag that's just dripping. I'm going to put a bit of string in that and run the string into this funnel, the funnel into the bottle. You know, over the course of a day, I might get some, you know, I might get half a litre of water. I might get a full bottle of water, who knows. They can be bigger than this as well, guys. Okay, guys, I hope that was useful. I'm going to do one more video on this topic that's still fresh in my mind. So I've done all these on the same day, but just to compartmentalise it all and put them into an easier format, I've separated them out. I really hope that was useful, you know, being able to utilise plastic bottles, glass bottles, aluminium cans. You know, these things in a survival situation, you do come across them, no doubt. You know, if you've washed up on a shore somewhere and it's a remote island, I guarantee that there's going to be plastic waste, glass bottles potentially, maybe not with the glass bottles, but plastic bottles for sure. So having these items that weigh nothing are going to be super useful. And if you watched my other video on using a sandwich bag, a Ziploc bag, that's also useful as well, guys. So, you know, you might come across these things. You never know. So, yeah, just stay tuned for the next video, and maybe consider getting some of these items yourself, because they're cheap enough to buy and they're super useful. They really are. Anyway, I hope that was useful, the video that is. And please do like and subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow. Please drop me a comment. Let me know what you think of the things I'm talking about. I do think that it's useful regardless of what your environment is or your situation is or what your survival needs are. So, yeah, water is always a priority. Anyway, thanks for watching, and till next time.